chat. Turn it up loud. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. Hot takes flying, yeah, you already know this. From the ring to the real, we talking that truth. Laughs get loud when the crew cut loose. It's a cookout, where the takes stay hot and the game stay wild. The cookout, wrestling talk with that family style. The cookout, 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 cookout. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. Workhorse Wrestling Network, let's go. With ALW, CM, Sammy, and Anika. Hot topics cooking, no chaser, no filter. Fire games popping, debates get reckless. If you ready for the madness, then pull up a seat. Workhorse Wrestling Network, this is the cookout.
Hello, and welcome to the show. This is the Cookout Podcast, where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
Yes, we are here as always. Well, as we always try to be on Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. We all try to come together as much as life will allow us. And we have CM here for the first time in a while with a new hairstyle. It looks good. I know she just went off camera, but when she comes back on, you can see I'm liking the hair. It looks nice. So we're happy to have you back after being gone for a minute. Hope all is well. We only have her for a short period of time. And so let's get to it. What you got? What you got? You got Clown of the Week?
Yes, I have multiple Clowns of the Week because I meant to come on last week and then I just life. First, as usual, Clowns of the Week go to Phil. Phil, you're still here. Please go away. Like John Cena's hair that is currently going away right now. But just go. Just go. Nobody wants you here. Bye. The people, the big one for last week were the people who were mocking Jade for her wig. Y'all don't understand. Like, that is sweat. That is lights. That is makeup. She just needed a little stronger wig glue. That's all she needed. Jade, you're still beautiful. I loved it.
I didn't hear what they said, so.
They were just talking.
Or heard what they said, so.
So her wig, in my opinion, Charlotte pulled her wig, and Jade had said that was her biggest fear, and her wig, which was right here on her hairline, came back, so you saw her actual hair, and of course she had been splitting, so it was like in its curly state. Plus, she has a short hairstyle anyway, so it was very curly, and people were making a lot of issues about it. So me being me, even though I don't watch WWE, I personally hosted the track slipping of several prominent women in WWE. Because if your tracks slip and they don't blend, how can you talk about Jade? So there's that. I also, my last Clown of the Week has to go to Enzo Amore if he goes back to WWE. For the simple fact of it's not anything bad. It's just the fact
that they kick him out of an arena.
That, and he was with Fourth Rope Productions, which I don't know if you know, is ran by, I believe, Westside Gunn, who is pretty big in the rap scene. But he's also a huge wrestling fan. This man put a lot of like kind of niche sayings as like song titles. WWE got mad, made him change the titles, made him take off cover art, even though the wrestlers themselves approved it. WWE said no. So he had to change a lot of different things and stuff like that. So for me, you go from having this, if he chooses to go back to WWE, you know, that's your life. And so that's what you want to do. And choosing to go back to WWE when your partner, who you've been building this really great promotion with, you guys decide to leave that and go back to WWE for what? Because they're not going to push you as a single star, even though you've gotten really a lot better in the ring. Like, Enzo has gotten a lot better in the ring. They're not going to push him as tag team star because they don't allow you tag team wrestling. So what you gonna do? And then you're
They'd
gonna
use
subject.
them in a tag team to put another tag team over.
Well, for what? For
To put
what?
another tag team over.
For what? Because they're not gonna do nothing with them.
No.
They're not gonna do nothing with them, and it irritates my spirit because he's been in
You might
a
have a few good matches.
there.
Like,
He's been in a healthy relationship with his girlfriend for at least a year or so. Subjecting her to WWE's racist fans is not it. Not it at all. Oh, I forgot. I did have another clown of the week. It's gonna make quite a few people mad. Cody Rhodes. Cody. I let it go when you went back to WWE after your whole "I ended racism" speech. But Cody, you're putting yourself in the administration, Cody. You're not beating those rumors, Cody. Um, Cody, we see most of us see you for who you are now, Cody. Just keep that in mind. And last but not least, not wrestling, not pertaining to wrestling at all. If you are a KC fan from Love Island, USA this season, you are smoking some good stuff, and you should not be doing that anymore. But those are my clowns of the week.
So we have Ariel here. I think normally he's with us on Saturday morning, so he doesn't. He's not familiar with Sammy. That's Sammy Joe up there, over there, and this is CM. They are always here. They are with Anika. We make up the 4 workhorses, so that's who they are. Miss CM is been out for a minute, but she is hopefully back. Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Sammy was out for a minute too, and he is back. But that's who
I
that's
make
who
no
everybody
promises.
is. No,
And y'all
we know
only
that for sure.
so hi Ariel. Nice to virtually meet you, I guess. I If you go back, you'll see a lot of stuff with me in it. I have a tendency to ruin hot girl summer for myself sometimes, it seems. So, life is life. But yes, y'all got me for like 20 more minutes before I can no longer sit up straight. So let's hop into what is it, Forbidden Door? Because did anybody watch NXT? Sammy might have, because he still watches WWE.
Yeah, what was it? It was
I haven't watched NXT in a long time.
yeah, I
Oh,
forget what it even was. It was something, and it was on like Tuesday. It was on the normal. I guess it was on the
it
normal
was on
whatchamacallit
Saturday.
night because it popped up on my. I guess it was Peacock or whatever it was. Wherever they are now, wherever they are. I saw the little ad. It was all.
It was on Saturday
I
because
United
I
Champion.
watched
United
SmackDown
Champion.
for the channel. Okay, like I watched SmackDown for the channel. If it wasn't for the channel, I probably would not be watching right now.
look, we punish Anika by making her watch SmackDown basically every week, a lot of times by herself. So you know what? Y'all watch SmackDown, a Friday night fights with Anika, usually at 8 p.m. Eastern on here, because she be holding it down. I come through sometimes in the chat because I'm just like, girl, that is dedication. But all right,
I'm
so
sorry, I don't like doing AEW watch-alongs simply due to the fact because I want to actually watch it and enjoy it, and not.
I hear you.
look,
I hear you. I hear you.
I have done the watch alongs. I'll be honest with you. I forget sometimes I'm watching along and I just get silent and it's
Mhm.
just my face because I'm just like, because it's like how you. I just found out today that the Swerve Osprey match was 35 minutes. I was like, 35 minutes where? That went by too fast. Mercedes and Maya World was like 20 some minutes. And I'm like, hold up. That was 20 that was how
It
was
was
that
only
30
35
minutes?
minutes. In no way, shape, or form does that. Do I mean that in a bad way? But it felt like it was like 50 minutes. I thought Swerve and Osprey was like 50 minutes. When I was looking at
I
my
didn't
clock, I was
realize how
like,
much of the
that's
I didn't
like,
realize
oh,
how much
oh, oh.
time had gone past until I got notifications about watching Love Island, which comes on for me 8:45, but usually 9. And then watching like the after show, which usually comes on at 10:30 or 11. Missed all of that because I'm just like, wait, hold on. I'm watching Forbidden. Like I got into Tekla. I thought I thought that Tekla was finna lose. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Yeah,
I just knew she was gonna lose. And I was okay with that. Like
yeah. I mean, that
this pay-per-view for me, I don't think there's any matches that I would skip if I rewatch.
yeah. No, I thought every match was good. The only match I didn't see was the Pac match. I missed that one, but for, because I had to watch because I was watching it bootleg. No, sorry, I was watching it Proven Peacock, and it was in parts, and so for somehow that match got missed somehow in the
I
translation of the
gotta give you
chopping of
the
it. So
I gotta give you the link
I
that
mean,
I
watch a couple
use.
highlights. I watched a
I
couple
gotta give you
highlights
the link.
of it
Yo,
on
him
YouTube.
and
So
Moxley's first son. Oh my god. I forgot. I forgot how good Moxley's first son, who is Shooter. They call him Shoot. His name is Shooter, but it's like they call him Shooter. Um, I I can't think of the words because that match was so good.
what was your favorite
Oh,
match in the pay per view?
I can't pick a favorite match. Like I've been trying since Monday morning when I finally crashed because I watched the press conference and everything. So when I finally
Okay.
crashed, I've been trying to pick a favorite match like whole time, and I can't pick a favorite match because they were all so good and they all brought something different. And I just, oh my, yo, Moxley. I loved the 12-man match. And normally, I'm not like a multi-person match person,
Me either. Me
like a
either.
multi-people match person, because I'm just like, it's just too much. And it's just like, but I loved how they all got time to shine. I love how stories all work together. And I kid you not, besides Darby wincing like a normal human being when he took the thumbtacks to the face and being like, this might be a step too much for me. The fact is, the two most dangerous people have to be in AEW right now that people don't think about: Orange Cassidy and Leo Rush. Those are the two most dangerous people because they can go from being comedic to hurting you out of nowhere. I was geeked out. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
for
I
you,
mean,
what was your
I'm not always the biggest fan of multi-man matches either, especially when they're like full-on arena matches, because I feel like you only get to see so much of it. The way the cameras work, you only get to see and you miss a lot of it. But when they put them all in a cage like that, I thought it worked out better. I like that better. You kind of keep people all encompassed. The cameras can catch more. Um, you know, yes, it's great when you get to see all the people get their little moment to shine. And at the same time, there's a little bit of it that feels a little contrived at times, but that's wrestling too. That's part of why we watch it, right? Because you get to see, you're guaranteed those moments, right? Which a lot of times you don't get with, and we can talk about, real sports or whatever you want to call it, but that sometimes you don't always get in those situations. So I can understand that. No, I mean, my favorite match has to be probably Swerve Ospreay, just because I think it was probably, I mean, it may very well be, it's definitely the match of the year so far in 2026. I mean, you could debate, where it sits at all. I mean, it could be one of the best matches in AEW history. I mean, that thing was insane. I mean, the kickouts at two over and over again, the amount of finisher moves that both of them took, it was just like, holy smokes! Like, yeah, and the blood loss. I mean, it is, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, but there were a lot of good matches, like you said. I mean, it's really hard to pick. There was not a bad match on that card in any way, shape, or form. I didn't think there was a bad match at all.
Are
So
we
Sammy
talking
Joe?
Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
we're talking Forbidden Door. I asked her
Yeah.
what her favorite match was.
I mean,
What was your favorite match?
from the praise you were laying down, I just had to assume it. You were talking about Forbidden Door. I mean, there was a few shows that happened, but just quick assumption. He's probably talking about Forbidden Door there.
Yeah, what was your
What was
match
your
of the night?
match?
Or your
I wouldn't quite give it a 9 out of 10. I'd probably give the show like 8.75,
yeah?
8.67, something like that. 8.75. Yeah, I'll go 8.75.
Is it crap?
Like it's a really solid show. The main event especially, love the main event. Am I being too harsh, Sam?
I think he's smoking something.
Oh, fair.
8.75? Forbidden Door.
I'm probably being too harsh.
Forbidden Door.
Like,
Forbidden, let me phrase it.
I'm
Forbidden Door
thinking of like their.
2026.
Well, I'm not grading this on like of all shows. I'm grading this on AEW pay-per-views.
Okay,
Like,
but still, at 8.75, what were the flaws to you, Sammy? What were the flaws?
oh, I mean, fair.
Okay,
That's
here's the
very
question I got.
fair. That's very fair.
Here's the question I have.
But when you
At the end-
compare it to the last pay-per-view they had, that one was like the best thing I've seen in decades.
At the end of Double or Nothing, they were calling this Double or Nothing maybe the best pay-per-view of decades. Where does this rate as far as Forbidden Door matching up with that pay-per-view?
I don't think Forbidden Door was as good, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Very evil to meet you, CM. He says it's very nice and very evil to meet you.
Oh, you a Danhausen fan? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, F Danhausen and F his having morals. Because how do you know what? I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying not to have my blood pressure raised. It's already high enough right now.
Go Knicks, I guess. Oh.
I mean, I enjoyed Double or Nothing and Forbidden Door for different reasons. There's things that you get at Forbidden Door that you don't get with just your general regular AEW pay-per-view. You don't get the Zack Sabre Jr. matches. You don't get some of the other, the Shota Umino matches. So for me, Forbidden Door stands out a little bit more because you get a little bit more variety. That being said, I mean, it's apples to apples, right? I mean, we're talking about two pay-per-views back to back that are definitely, Sammy's being a little bit critical. I think they're both nine pluses, wherever you want to put them, somewhere between 9 and 10s. They're both at least 9s. And I mean,
that's very fair.
I think it's basically what you prefer.
I mean, if we're putting it on a scale of other wrestling shows, yeah, this is a 9 something. Because if you compare to like not even the other pay-per-views, but like what's on TV, like this is well above any of that.
Yeah. What do you think of Mercedes Moné and Maya World, CM? I thought they killed it.
So I didn't realize all the issues that they had, like with the hair, with her top, all of that. I didn't realize it until the next day.
Okay.
Because I was just like into the match. I just knew Maya World was going to win. I just knew that was what's going to happen. And then when her and Mercedes went out there and they had a classic, I was just like, now I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I do, as much as I wanted Maya to win, I do hope it comes down to Maya beating Athena for the ROH women's championship. And that translates into Maya versus Billy. Because for me, those are two of your youngest stars that could start a generational beef that you can come back to multiple times. And if you can do that, you can do anything. And I'm looking forward to that. Um, I I think anybody who cannot say anything positive about Mercedes is tripping. I think Mercedes is going to be the babyface versus Tekla, and not because of anything other than I went to Japan. I worked in Japan. I know how hard those women work, and your disrespect of stardom is not going to fly with me. I
And
think that's how. I think that's going to be her baby face, and then I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win between those two.
I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the Switchblade. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back to the Switchblade because, yeah, I yelled for that. But Mercedes and Maya deserve to have people just talk about that for a minute, because that wasn't just a great women's match. That was a great match overall. It was well paced. It showcased a young talent. Thank you, Nixon Newell. Thank you, Miranda Alizé, for whatever happened backstage, because without it, we might not have gotten Maya World so early. So thank you guys. Because
Yeah.
y'all saved us a few years.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just out of nowhere. Like, I mean, she wrestled a few times, and she wrestled even, I think, once with somebody else, maybe her sister or something. But anyhow, I saw her wrestle a couple times, and then it's like, boom, and she's in the Owen, and then she's, had a couple upsets, and it's like, holy smokes! Like, it's rare that you see someone burst onto the scene and is that good from basically the first time that you really notice them, and that's, it's like, yeah, no, she's very impressive. I'm very excited. And I'm a big Mercedes Moné fan, so I thought they killed it. I enjoyed the match. I really thought there were several times where they were going to have Maya World go over, and I was like, really? They're going to do it like 3 times? Because she's already had 2 major upsets in the tournament. I was like, they're going to do a turn? Like, I mean, not that she doesn't just, I mean, not that she hadn't earned it in the ring, because, the match was phenomenal, but let's just say when it shook out, I wasn't surprised Mercedes ultimately got the win. But at least they let Maya have that time in that moment, and her future looks really, really bright. So, her beating Athena for the Ring of Honor Championship would be the only issue I have with that, is that I don't want to see her disappear behind the paywall. So that's the only issue I have with it. I mean, I want to see her on AEW TV on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So
You probably will see her more on AEW, because with Athena, you have to realize she has her wrestling school and ROH, and having her behind the paywall kind of incentivizes people to buy,
yeah,
because you have like this long reigning women's champion who's putting on fantastic shows. Who's she gonna face? We don't know. Could it be that night? Possibly. Probably not, but who knows? It's wrestling. Anything can happen. Sammy, did you have anything about Mercedes and Maya?
I would just like to ask, was this your moment of the night, their match, ALW?
well, I would say it was Swerve versus Osprey for sure. I mean,
Okay.
mostly just because of just how many kickouts there were and how many finishing moves both men actually ate during that match. Like, it was insane. I was like, really? Like, wow, you're making these guys look super strong. Like, and they should. I mean, they're, 2 of your top 3 or 4 wrestlers, in your company at the moment. So it's like, yeah, but no, but I loved it as far as a women's match go. I mean, I thought they killed it. Not just as a
I
women's
mean,
match.
if it was another night, this match could have been match of the night, but not
I agree
tonight.
with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Before I get ready to go, a few things
Yes.
about Switchblade coming back, because I have
Yes.
been waiting for like 3 pay-per-views for him to come back, because all signs pointed to him coming back. One, I'm ready for him versus David Finlay, and I'm also ready for him versus Gabe Kidd. I think y'all might hear me screaming when that happens, because those should be bangers. 2, I'm so happy that they're back. Everybody is back together. Bang Gang is back together. I look forward to seeing how the addition of Ace Austin is going to work. And 3. Holy crap. How does Jay White simultaneously look as old as Cope and Christian, but also like he could be like a weird version of their son? Like, how does that work? Because, yeah,
I mean,
but
he's not as old as he looks. He's my age.
Yeah,
I
He's
yeah.
know,
33.
I
He
know
just has
how
old
old
man
he
face.
is.
He
I
just has
know
old
how
man
old he is
face.
because I looked him up because I didn't believe it. And then I saw him without the beard and I was like, oh, that's why he has the beard. I also personally feel like if they start connecting serial unalivings that cross paths with wrestlers, we have to look at Pat and we have to look at Jay White because you can't tell me they don't look like they would be the type to be the ones that in the horror movie type stuff to happen. But I have been waiting for Jay White to come back. I kind of gave up hope after last one. I was like, okay, he's just gonna come back at Wembley because of all the visa issues with everybody too. I'm happy he was there, but I wish Gabe Kidd could have been there too because that would have been a true AEW New Japan like kind of full circle match because except Cope, I think Christian went to New Japan for at least a match or two. They've all been in New Japan.
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean, I was very ecstatic when Jay White showed up. I was, I mean, for Bang Bang Gang as a faction to be a strong faction in a faction heavy company like AEW, they need Jay White. They just do. No disrespect to the Guns, no disrespect to Juice Robinson or even Ace Austin, but they need Jay White. Jay White is the superstar. He is he is the show of that group. So,
I'm gonna go ahead and give credit to where it's due to Anika. She did call a couple weeks back that Tony Khan hates the dogs and that the dogs like don't worry about them, don't think about them, they ain't nothing. And well, Jay White's back and they're not a part of this group anymore. Goodbye, dogs. Shoo, go away.
shoo, go
I mean
away.
that's what happened, right?
Did you guys see the promo that the Bang Bang Gang did on Collision the week prior to?
Yeah, yeah. They have problems. They have
They're
problems.
so stupid. They are very
And
dumb, but it was hysterical though.
leave it to Colton to be the only one to be able to get the name right. Leave it to him. But I do have to go because as y'all
All right.
heard, the baby is stirring.
Right.
So you guys have a good
Alrighty.
rest of your night. Mark out about Forbidden Door.
Will
AEW
do.
just keeps getting better and better with these pay-per-views, and I love it for us. I love that
I
we get
agree.
wrestling.
I
Like
agree. I agree.
for as long as we
Banger
have to
after
watch,
banger after banger.
yeah. Yeah, you
Thank you
get your
for
money
coming.
and your time worth. So yeah, you guys have a good rest of the night. Everybody who is watching, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, wash your hands and your ass. Peace.
Peace. Let's see. I was going to think of what else can you really say? What do you think about? I'm just trying to think. Let's see. Everyone I'm trying to think what title. No title change hands, right? Or was there a title change? I'm trying to think. Moxley retained. Uh,
Uh,
Christian and Copeland or Christian and Cage and Cope retained. The Divine Dominion retained their women's tag team championship. What else was on the line? I'm trying
yeah,
to think
I
what.
think all the champions defended their belts.
Yeah, I think all the champions defended their belts. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else there is to really say about it. I mean, there isn't a whole lot more to say about it. Hassan's here. First time in a while. Hassan is in the house. What's up, Hassan? Thank you for being here.
I mean, you don't need a
That
title change. Didn't they have like 3 title changes at the last pay-per-view?
was one of the things that I think was so good about Double or Nothing was that they had like 3 or 4 title changes. Like they had 5 title
Yeah,
matches and like 4 title changes. So,
yeah.
um,
After doing all that, here's a pay-per-view. This is the following pay-per-view. No title changes. Like we keep
yeah, yeah.
everything steady for a little while longer.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. There was a couple spots in that 12-man match where I thought, what'd you think of the exploding bag at the top of the cage with Kevin Knight? Darby Allin rigged the bag to explode in his face. I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if I liked it or not. I thought it was kind of interesting. What'd you think of that?
I mean, as long as it doesn't feel too hooky, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought it came off okay because I didn't know what was happening at first. Like you just saw the explosion, like it was like what the fuck. But I mean, I guess ultimately it came off okay. What do you think about Darby's coffin drop off the top of the cage?
Um, uh, I don't know how he does it. Uh, probably a lot of massage.
Right, a lot of massage. Do you think Mark Briscoe beats MJF for the title?
I mean, no.
No.
Isn't MJF versus Will Ospreay the bigger match?
Yeah, I tend to agree. Well, especially Will Ospreay winning in Wembley, right in London. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about as big as you can get. Now, whether they pull that, whether they strike when the iron's hot and actually that will win in Wembley or not, that's a whole different situation.
Well,
Uh,
here's the thing. If we go Mark Briscoe, it does work, but Will Ospreay would have to have Wembley turn on him. That's how that works.
interesting, interesting,
I think
interesting,
that's the way you
interesting.
could do it. But do we want that to happen? Like, if we do MJF, MJF's the heel. Boo, MJF. Boo. Yay, Will Ospreay. Yay, Wembley. Woo. Champion. Woo. Like, it's a feel
Yeah.
good moment for everybody to go home happy.
Yeah, well, it's like everybody in AEW is a heel. I mean, they're not. There's not, but it feels like there's a lot of heels, like more heels than anything else. Like, especially faction wise, like it's very weird to see like the Death Riders celebrating in the middle of the ring with Will Ospreay, all happy. Like you guys are supposed to be like killers, stoic. Like what? Like to see like what looks like
They're just
base
misunderstood.
base work from a heel faction. Oh yeah, they're just misunderstood, right?
You can fix them. They're
Absolutely.
just misunderstood.
Ah, okay, so last couple questions. For you, Double or Nothing was still better. You think Double or Nothing was still slightly better?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty close. It's hard to really call. I mean, I think there's a debate for either show being better than the other. And it's really just a preference debate, right? I mean, it's
Hmm.
really just more where your preference lies. So I think the fact that they've hit it out of the park, easily out of the park, the last 2 pay-per-views is great. I mean, I like AEW in general. They tend to be very successful with their pay-per-views. These two have been extremely successful, these last two. So it'll be interesting to see. Do we have anything between now and All In Wembley? No, right? The next thing is All In. Is that right?
I don't know. I don't check the calendar.
Not sure. Let's see. I think that's the next show. AEW pay-per-views 2026. Let's see. Pay-per-view schedule. Grand Slam. Yeah. Dynamite Beach Break. AEW Grand Slam Mexico. Hey. What happened? August 30th, London, August 30th. Yeah, I don't think there'll be anything. There might be something, I guess, in July, I suppose. But if for some reason it's not showing, it's all that just doesn't. It goes from Grand Slam Mexico to all in London. Let's see. Upcoming event. Beach break, collision.
Yeah, we got
Yep.
Beach Break on the 8th. That's the next thing, right?
Yep. That's all I'm seeing before all
And
in. So
that's
yeah. So I mean, if Mark Briscoe, so does Mark Briscoe get his shot? Do we know when Briscoe gets his actual shot? It's not at Wembley, right? He just gets a shot against MJF,
oh
right?
wait. We're forgetting AEW Redemption,
Oh, okay. Is that coming up?
July
That'll be
26th.
between July 26th. So I bet that's where Mark Briscoe will get his shot, would be my guess. And then the winner will take on
Yes.
Ospreay and at All In Wembley. So
I mean that's fine and dandy, but like let's be real. What's the conversation we're wanting to have? It's about one Kenny Omega. Am I wrong?
well, there is that as well. No, I mean there is that as well. I mean Omega versus whatchamacallit, why my Zack Sabre Jr. was insane, right? I mean, I thought that very for me that was easily match of the night until well, it was right there. One, I mean, I was having a hard time choosing between that and Maya and Mercedes until the main event, until we got Swerve Osprey. So, but yeah, I thought Kenny and Zach killed it. I mean, man,
What I'm getting at is what's next for Kenny?
yeah. There's got to be a title shot at some point here, right? I mean, he wants MJF. I mean, that's what he wants. So, I mean, everybody
Well,
wants
when would he
MJF.
get it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I know we need a fatal four way at All In. We need
Is
Osprey.
is 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 the
Osprey
MJF Mark
Briscoe.
Briscoe match happening at Beach Break?
Mark Briscoe's the kind of guy that will want the match as soon as possible. So yeah, probably on a Dynamite or a Collision. He's a Collision guy, probably on a Collision. Especially if he's not going to win, that's a perfect place to do it. The question becomes if you actually want to try to squeeze in 3 matches before All In, right? Or 2 and then the match at All In. I mean, how many times is MJF, who doesn't defend the title, going to defend the title in the next 30 days or next, I guess, yeah, August, 30 days. I guess 60 days,
Uh,
technically, August 30th, 60 days, technically. So, yeah,
so I checked Wikipedia, and Wikipedia didn't have any matches for it.
for Redemption.
No, for Beach Break.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's on the 8th.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be some matches already for a show that's like a week and a half away.
I guess we're gonna figure that all out tomorrow, but maybe that's where we'll see Briscoe versus MJF is at Beach Break.
That would make some sense, I guess, especially if he's not winning. But at minimum, we'll get him at Redemption. I'd be very surprised if he wrestles
I'm
Briscoe,
thinking we'll
Omega,
get
and
Kenny
Osprey.
Omega versus MJF at Redemption.
That's very interesting. That's a lot of wrestling for MJF.
Yeah,
Briscoe,
but
Omega, and then Osprey on the next.
it's possible Omega wins,
Yeah,
and then Omega faces Osprey,
Omega, Osprey. The question
Wembley
becomes:
for the championship.
if you want to put the belt on Osprey at Wembley, do you really want it only on Omega from Redemption to All In? Like that's what, a month? He is going to give Kenny a hot potato the belt for a month to Kenny. I mean, that seems a little probably.
No, I would let MJF beat Kenny at Redemption.
I think so too. Which is I don't think he's going to wrestle that many times between then and All In. I have a feeling
Yeah,
Briscoe at Redemption. But you never know.
I think
You
I
could.
think MJF wins, really heals it up, and Osprey comes out there to be like, "Nah, stop it," and whatnot. Have the whole face-off confrontation. MJF holds up the belt and says, "You ain't ever beaten me," and then, we get to Wembley.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is Osprey's time to win at Wembley. So it's just a matter of
And I
being
assume
patient.
it'll be MJF as his opponent.
Yeah, I assume that as well. I think that's where the most meat on the bone is. Everybody wants MJF to get beat, and Osprey beating him, the feel-good guy, the guy you want to win the title in his hometown against the guy you want to lose the belt more than anybody. I mean, it doesn't
And
get
it's
much
going to be
sweeter than that.
heartbreaking when Mark Briscoe loses, and then it's going to be heartbreaking when Kenny Omega loses. And it's all going to come down to Will Ospreay and Wembley.
It's going to do it for the Death Riders, I guess.
Yeah. And then he faces John Moxley, and that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
Well, then he faces John Moxley, the final boss, I guess. Is that even though he doesn't have the belt, is
Oh,
so now it's
he'll have the belt.
mentor
He'll
versus
have the
student. He'll have the belt by then again. Oh, you mean Osprey will have the belt? No, I meant
Yeah.
Moxley. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. All
After he
right.
has the belt, Mox is challenging for the belt.
Yeah, you think so? Once Will has the belt, Mox is going to challenge for the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I guess.
here's the twist. After Mox loses, they're still cool. He's like, "Nah, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
You beat me fair, man."
You beat me fair, man. I can give you the respect of that. I can give you that. Yeah. Interesting. Very
You
interesting.
can see it, can't
No.
you?
Uh,
No.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Knowing Moxley, I see him more likely turning on Osprey at some point.
You're not wrong.
That's right.
You're not
Beating him
wrong.
down and ultimately kicking him out. But that seems
I
more like
mean,
John Moxley to me. But
come on, Mox. That's such a Seth Rollins move to me. Don't be a Seth Rollins, okay?
don't be a Seth Rollins. That's funny. Uh, all right. Anything
I
else you
mean,
want to say to the people about Forbidden Door?
mm, may this never end.
May this never end.
Forbidden Door every year, yeah. Like, no, they
Yeah.
don't have WrestleMania, but like Forbidden Door, it's a certain niche. Like, it doesn't appeal to all the mass audience, but like if you're looking for wrestling,
Yeah. Did you freeze? It looks like Sammy may have froze. So on that note, I do a little housekeeping and then we will get up out of here. Join us as you are here with us for the cookout every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. If you're not subscribed to the Workhorse Wrestling YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. That way, and if you hit that little bell, you'll get notified every time we're going to go live. We do try to be here every Tuesday night. Life does be life, and so we don't make it every Tuesday. But if you have that little bell selected on the YouTube channel, you will get a notification when we do go live. Friday nights, Anika and sometimes Sammy watch Friday night or watch SmackDown in real time. CM was telling you guys about it earlier. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, giving you their real time responses and reactions and opinions to the show as it happens. And then either on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, or on Sunday evening at 5 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do Winner's Circle, where we review Dynamite and Collision from the week before, give each show a grade, and declare a winner. So the best way, unfortunately, we do, there's only four of us and we all have a lot going on. So the best way to make sure that you get a notification when we're about to go live or put something up on the YouTube channel is to have that little bell selected. If you're with us on Twitch, give us a follow over there. We appreciate you guys everywhere that you are checking in with us. Let's see. You can interact with us on all these social media platforms. We are there. So come over, check us out. Love to interact with all you guys everywhere we can. If you scan this QR code that our wonderful producer Dolores has made for us, it will take you to Linktree, and from Linktree you can get to all of our social media from one location. And last but not least, as far as the housekeeping goes, again, our wonderful producer Dolores downloads the audio version of the Cookout podcast and puts it up on these podcast platforms so that you can listen to it if you don't have time to sit down and watch it, or if you're already watching, just want to listen to it again. You can listen to us wherever you like. So make sure and check out the audio version of the Cookout over there on these podcast platforms. It sounded like maybe Sammy was about to say something before he froze, and I was doing mouth cleaning. So, was there a final?
I went on a whole tirade, like whole rant, and I didn't realize I had froze that entire time. And for the life of me, I don't even remember what the topic is now.
The camera said, "Fuck your soapbox." I'm not
Yep.
letting you do that.
Yep. A whole talking point that I went on about before.
Now you can't remember it.
Was it something to do with MJF and Jay White?
Right? So we were talking about Ospreay and Kenny Omega and MJF, but I don't remember what your point is. I don't remember what exactly you were about to make a point on. But that was the basis of the conversation, I believe. So.
Just
All
let the
right.
obvious thing be the obvious thing that happens, Like you ain't gotta try and swerve us and stuff. Like I understand. Like some people will be upset that MJF beats Omega, but MJF versus Will Ospreay, come on.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Omega versus Ospreay either. So the only
No,
problem that I have with
no,
Omega,
no, 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 no. I do not have a problem with it. Don't have a problem with it whatsoever. I was just thinking about how great of a moment it would be for Will Ospreay, but like if you want to give Kenny Omega a 2-week title reign, I guess we can give Kenny Omega a 2-week title reign.
that's the only reason I think that it doesn't happen that way. If indeed there is a match with both Mark Briscoe and Kenny Omega between now and All Out or All In for MJF, he's going to win both matches. There's no way they're putting the belt on Omega for 2 weeks. And I think I'm pretty sure, I feel like it's 75% chance that Ospreay wins at Wembley. So I mean, it's time for him to be champion. That's the perfect spot to do it. And I think the perfect guy to do it against is probably MJF. I mean, it feels like it's tailor made because he's such a heel. Everyone wants the belt off of him, and Ospreay can have that really feel good moment. I think it's very interesting. He's going to have that feel good moment with the Death Riders by his side, which is very kind of surreal to me. Is I don't know, they're not really the kind of group you're supposed to feel good about, but you know, it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see if how long his association would stay with them once he's champion. I mean, is he technically a Death Rider or is he just training and he's just an honorary, not even honorary, but just kind of I'm just a training partner at the moment. It's hard to tell. The way they came out and celebrated with his win over Swerve made it look like he's technically a member of the Death Riders.
Was Owen Hart a member of the Nation of Domination?
I don't know. That's up for debate. It always has been. Yeah,
was
I would
was
say
Owen
yes.
Hart a member of the Nation of Domination? That's my answer to this question. Whatever the answer to that is, that's my answer to this.
All right. On that note, we're going to give the people back the rest of their Tuesday evening and get up out of here. We're going to cut the lights in the words of our intrepid producer, Dolores. And until next time, peace.
That was a cookout. Came for the wrestling, stayed for the chaos. ALWCM, Sammy, Anika.
Yeah, we cooked it up.
Workhorse Wrestling.